Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. On today's video I'm going to be talking about my latest Doctor Who custom figures. Now in my last video I spoke about my custom made John Pertwee figures, which were some simple repaint, used some thin brushes and a varied selection from the works, and some have come from art shops, and some are actually some makeup brushes that I had to go using when I was doing Mr. Mistopheles' cat's makeup and having a practice. Very like thin brushes. I'm going to take a look at the first figure. Now this is a spare Clara that I had from one of the B&M sets. Now I do already have the Clara Oswald figure from Hitfilm of the Daleks, and the other one being based on one of her costumes from Series 7. Now, again, this is easy repaint. All I've really used for this figure, a Clara, obviously. I've removed the belt just purely because she doesn't have it in the episode, and I feel like this is a figure that could be released. It's an easy repaint. It's literally just standard Clara Oswald, and I've simply just use some acrylic paint. What I like about this is how the skirt and the top piece, again, very easy to do. It's a great variant to have on the shelf, and she goes really well next to the Doctor from the Time of the Doctor set. Now, obviously I've seen some amazing customs of this where people have made Clara in her outfit from the Snowmen. People have done her with her actual outfit that she wears, using milliput, sculpting bits. So recently, over the last couple of months, I have made like a little Victorian diorama that lives under my coffee table. Now, you could have Clara with a little tray, so like she could hold a tray and, you know, could have the burnt turkey. I've not really got around to doing that yet, but if I find some like more Victorian doll's house furniture, then I might just pop a little like a burnt turkey on there. Again, not 100% accurate, but this is her invisible clothes that she wears in the, is it the Infrarium? I'm not sure. It's where the Doctor catches up with, oh god, it's been a while since I watched it. It's where she catches up with this lady and they get teleported down to the Trenzalore planet of Christmas. Okay, so with that being said, that's my Clara. I hope that's okay. I hope you like this custom, and if there's any other sort of like Clara costumes you would love to see me have a go at, then again, feel free to shoot a comment below. Okay, can anyone guess who my favourite classic companion is? To be... Ooh. Who is it? It's Ace. So, this one, very simple custom to do. So, for this, I use Citadel paint, and because I've not really like got 100% confident like painting on like patterns or designs, so this is an Ace figure that I had spare from one of the Coal Hill School sets that was released. Now this figure, very easy. I've seen some incredible customizers paint like the actual design on her t-shirt from Dragonfire. So I would say probably like the best head to have used for this would have been her Silver Nemesis head, but I only had one of that and I didn't really fancy splashing the cash on another one. Unless it's released in like the future and it's re-released. Like maybe we could have, you know, Ace from the Happiness Patrol with a stripy top, or we could have like Ace. I mean, like a very easy one that they could re-release would be Ace from Remembrance of the Daleks, but like right at the very end, where they could just give her like a red t-shirt that she wears, because at the funeral scene, just before she says we did good, you do see her wearing like a red t-shirt, so I'm not sure if they could release that. I mean, you know, the one for the remembrance display. So she's got a trusty baseball bat. I know she didn't have it in the story, but I do love displaying like my aces. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 aces, and I feel like it's always good when you've got an ace on display because she looks fantastic. All the badges there. So I've kept that pretty much the same, but if I was to improve on this, I just simply removed the skirt. As you can see, I've left that because it kind of covers it, but it's the outfit that she has in Dragon Fire. She's wearing like shorts, and then she's got like these like red leggings on, so I've tried to emulate that. Again, this is because I had like a spare Yasmin Khan figure from Eve of the Daleks, and I wanted to utilise it so it has a purpose on the shelf, that it isn't just a duplication. So I've very easily, again, this might not be entirely screen accurate, but I just thought, you know, let's give her an alternative jacket. Articulation's still the same, and yeah, got 3 companion customs at the moment. Okay, so moving on to yet another custom companion. So next up, we've got Sarah Jane. Now, this is one that I've seen quite a lot of people have a go at, and I think it's really effective. So I picked up a zombie woman from series 1. Now, what's really good about this figure is it's a great one to have next to like Tom Baker, and I absolutely adore Sarah Jane, so it's really nice to have more classic figures of Sarah Jane. The only classic Sarah Jane figure that I actually need now is the Monsters of Paladon one, so I can complete the classic Sarah Jane outfits on my shelf with my Sarah Jane Adventures figures, so she can be displayed. Okay. Moving on, a very easy one that they could just re-release. Personally, I would love to see her with like the hair down that she does have in the Sound of Drums, but again, if they wanted to like keep costs down, they could just simply just release her like that. Again, one of the little things that I think I could probably do if I'm going to go over this figure is maybe do this like a light purple or violet, do this like a violet or purple to sort of reflect the more screen accurate kind of like shirt she wears and have her hair down. So, you know, maybe in the future I might come back to this and give it another go. Again, as you can tell, if there is any like paint bleed, I'm just going to go over it as a little bit there, but her eyebrows are faded, and her nose took a battering, so what I'm going to do eventually, I'm going to like try and have a go painting some faces. So again, that's another custom. That's a very easy variant on the shelf. Companion custom figure that I've made. So this custom, if I'm honest, is probably like one of the oldest. In the same league as this one. It's about the same year I made it. It's Amy Pond from the Hungry Earth and Cold Blood, and I do remember seeing like a mock-up of this made on the Doctor Who Toys and Merchandise page. Now, I had a go with my paints at the time. I've since come back to it and gave it another go. So it's basically an Amy Pond figure from Series 5. Again, this is one that they could release. Again, they've done it with the Let's Kill Hitler Amy Pond figure from Series 7 in one of the B&M sets that came with the Clara figure. So again, this one of my original figures of Amy that I had, and it was the first. So what I've done is I have just, again, simply repainted it, and it's just another nice variant on the shelf. She still retains the same articulation, and I've just displayed her with the Silurian heat ray gun, which is what Amy and, I can't remember his name, the guy from Wolfblood, the one who he gets operated on by one of the Silurians, and it's dead freaky, and he's turning into a Silurian. I think that's it. No, it isn't. No, it's the guy's dad that gets turned into a turning into a Silurian. Anyway, the one that gets dragged under the earth at the beginning of the episode for the tiles roll. So yeah, that's really fun. It looks great when you display it next to the burgundy Tide Doctor from Series 5, the Crash set. And yeah, it's really nice when you display her with Rory. But yes, I think that's it for the companions. So I'm going to end the video there. So these are like all my custom companion figures. I do have plans to maybe try and do a green Rose Tyler. I've seen some people do that from like the Doctor Who books. So I'm thinking of maybe giving that a go. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a comment, like, subscribe. And if you'd like to see more custom paint jobs on some of these action figures, then let me know. Thank you very much. Bye.